It's your last present. Gotta read it. Out loud. Read it out loud.
Okay.
Read it so I can hear.
Pinkalicious fairy house. It was spring, my favorite season. I love how the sky looks cotton candy at sunset. Every spring our garden comes alive with blossoms of every color. I know our garden is beautiful because of the fairies. Fairies come to our yard and sprinkle fairy dust to make the plants grow. I've never seen them, but I know they are real. I can see sparkles outside my window. This spring I had a plan to see fairies. Pinkalicious, what are you doing? Asked Peter. What?
Keep reading.
I'm making a house for the fairies to live. Then they can live in our garden and we'll be able to see them, I said. I want to see them too. Let me help, said Peter. He brought out his shell collection. Let's build the house over here in the garden, I said. Fairies are to come this way. Piece by piece, we built the little house. I wove buttercups around the door. Peter made a pathway with his shell. Soon we had a cozy home for the fairies. I couldn't wait for them to come. Every day I watched the house from my swing. They made a pond, a boat, and even a little slide for the fairies to find. But the fairies did not come. When Peter saw how I looked, he said, "Cheer up. The pink flower buds are blooming, but I wanted to see the fairies." Suddenly I had an idea. Maybe the fairies only come at night. Maybe they sprinkle fairy dust in the moonlight. I told Mommy and Daddy that what I wanted to do. They let Peter and me camp out and watch for the fairies. Am I reading this?
Keep reading.
Okay. The evening, Peter and I spreaded out our sleeping bags. I left the fairies a sweet snack of honeysuckle and berries. "Do you think they will come?" asked Peter. "Yes," I said. And I added a whisper, "I really, really hope they come." We told each other stories until Peter fell asleep. As the night got darker, I heard crickets and owls, but not a single fairy. Once I thought I heard some soft, gentle humming. It was just Peter. He was snoring. I did everything I could to stay awake. I looked up at the moon. I counted the stars. I didn't want to miss the fairies. But as I counted the stars, my eyelashes got heavy. I couldn't help it. I drifted off into sleep. The next thing I knew, I heard a bird singing. I opened my eyes. It was dawn. I heard hushed voices in the garden. Mommy and Daddy were looking at something together. How beautiful. As I stretched, a sweet smell filled the air. All around me, colorful flowers were in full bloom. I looked at the fairy house. The honeysuckle and berries were gone. The fairies came. They came, but I missed the whole thing. Peter started to sniffle. "Don't cry, look." Up in the air I could see glimmers of light shooting across the early sky. "Fairies, I guess," gasped. The light shimmered brighter until it sparkled into the sunshine. "I knew you were real," I said. My family and I watched the sun come up. "Thank you, fairies," I whispered where they knew. "Happy 11th birthday, Hope."
Read out loud. What did it say? What did it say? What?
Was that English?
Natalie, I can't see you. What'd you say? What are you doing, Nat?
I think she's happy.
What are you doing?
This is serious business right here. You go into